Hi. Hello. I know this is a little different from, I gotta remember to look over here, a little different from where I usually record. Usually it's in my car or outside or in my bathroom. Different places. I'm not using this microphone right now. I'm actually using my little wireless one because I'm getting ready to film a video. And for those of you who don't know, I've mentioned it here before. We do have a radio station. It's called Kiki.fm and it's free in the App Store. Go and take a listen. You can listen to it on your desktop while you're working. I mean, in this demo, I think you'll like the music that we play. We play classic rock. We play classic hits. It's a great mix of 70s, 80s, 90s, even some current stuff. So take a listen and getting into the video from today. So today, I'm going to move this out of the way because, well, I'm going to try to anyway. Today, I celebrated my 57th birthday. And I had said, I do a show here every Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And I said to my listeners last week, my friends, my group of music friends, my brother just turned 65 years old last week. And, I knew that day was his birthday. Of course, I knew it was his birthday. I wished him a happy birthday. We had, spent the afternoon together. But then I'm thinking about going, my brother is 65 years old. And he's getting ready to retire in a few weeks, which is awesome for him. I'm so happy for him. He's been at the same company for over 20 years. So he's ready. It's time. He's very, very healthy. And, that's part of what we're going to talk about here. He's able to retire at a time in his life when he can still do a ton of things. He has lots of things lined up. He's going to be very, very busy. He will not be sitting watching television. No, he's not. He is a hiker, a bike rider. They have a beautiful lab named Rhodey, and they will be taking him on long, long walks and hikes and overnight excursions. He likes to camp, all that kind of stuff. He's ready to go. I'm so happy for him. But, saying that he is 65 years old is crazy. And for me to sit here and say I am 57 years old is even crazier. I never thought I would be sitting here talking about the fact that I just turned this age. Like, why am I sitting here talking about it? Well, because this is what I like to do. And I know that other people like hearing from other women, especially about life as we are moving on our journey. And by the way, I love Journey. I got some Journey cassette tapes here. I have a Journey album right behind me. I love Steve Perry and I love Journey. And that's some of the stuff we talk about on Kiki.fm and on my other channel at Kiki Classic Rock anyway. So I wanted to just chat about the 10 things in life that I've learned so far at 57 years old. I know it's just crazy when you say it out loud, isn't it? So number one I came up with is learn to let the little stuff go and move on. Very, very difficult for me to do years ago. When I tell you, it just stuck right in the lump of my throat and it was tough for me to let things go. I will admit though, as I had children, I have 3 grown adult children, that seemed to dissipate. That type of attitude, I guess you would call it, started to really go away because my life was focused on my kids and my husband and my family. It wasn't so much focused on the little stuff that comes up in life. I was the type of person, I'm still this way, but my house had to be clean. The kids had to look perfect at all times. But again, as child number 2 and then child number 3 came along, and child number 2 and child number 3 were sick when they were babies. So I had to learn to let that go. And I think that was part of the reason I learned to be able to move on from things. And I'm not kidding you. In my younger years, I was a mess. I really held on to stuff. And when you do that, it's not healthy. At this stage of my life, I've really learned to let things go. The last year has been a bit difficult, reasons I will not discuss right now, but it has been really, really hard. However, we got through it. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And part of the reason we got through it eventually, it was rough. I learned to let things go. A lot of the times though, I will admit I was holding on to a lot of stuff. And that part of me that I put aside for many years ended up rushing back in. Eventually, I saw the light and I said, I can't do that anymore for the sake of my health and for the sake of my husband's health. I had to get a grip, put on my big girl pants, and move on. You know, when you're stuck in that rut and you're stuck in that mud, it's hard sometimes, but you do get through it. Number 2, love hard. I think that loving hard helps to allow you to move on from things that you get stuck in. I have learned to, at this stage of my life, appreciate everyone and everything around me, which flows into number 3, cherish the people who are around you. Cherish the people who love you the most, who support you and care about you and bring positivity and happiness to your life. It's hard sometimes to figure that out. And it's also hard sometimes when you have negativity in your life to put that aside and to put those people who carry that negativity aside. But guess what? Once you learn how to do that, everything just gets easier. It truly does. Once you start lifting yourself up and having a great attitude and being happy, guess what? It's infectious. Just as much as negativity is infectious, positivity, no matter what anybody says, is just as infectious. Now, people love negative stuff. Let's be real. You can go on the internet, on YouTube, and if there are, negative things out there about people, I've talked about negative things about rock groups and things like that because I know that's what my community wants to hear about. There are things that are happening sometimes and we chat about it. But in your own personal life, it is so much easier to be happy. It takes a lot of work to frown. I don't know, somebody said that. Somebody made that up a long time ago, but when you it's hard to even do it and it hurts. It hurts. So I don't even like frowning. That's why I'm always like this. Not always. I mean, come on, I have my bad days too, just like any of us. But it's so much easier to be like this, And when you're like this, people look at you and go, "Oh, hi." Like if they're having a bad day, they'll just look at you and go, "What am I forget why I was even mad. Hi, how are you?" It's number 4, make time matter. Because guys, ladies, time's a ticking. It's moving quickly. If you haven't noticed, it's going by. Always that one hair. Make time matter. Do what you gotta do. Get out there, take a walk. I think that's so important to get outside. That is one of the things in life that is completely free of charge and does so much for your mind and your soul and your body. The fresh air, even when it's freezing cold outside, just to put on your coat and step outside that door, it just does something. Even if you do it for 10 minutes, it's awesome. And if you can, this one hair is literally just navigating towards my lipstick. Don't know why. If you can just even take a 10-minute walk, it will do so much for you. And the past couple of days, I got to get out and take a walk. I have been so super busy with doing what I have to do in my personal life that I just haven't been able to. But tomorrow is definitely the day that I'm going to get out there and take my walk. It bums me out the past 2 days I haven't done it, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Number 5, if it's within reach and it's something you've always wanted to do, make it happen for yourself. A lot of people talk about traveling overseas, going to somewhere in the United States that they've never been, doing something they've never done, skydiving, rock climbing, whatever it is that you desire to do. If you can, and it's within your reach and within your realm of possibility, do it. What are you waiting for? A lot of people in our community over at the other channel and on our station, a lot of us talk about going to live shows, live concerts. And that's the passion that a lot of the community members have. And this is what they enjoy to do. This is what makes them happy. And there are people who go to the same concert over and over again in different cities, and it just brings them joy. That's something that makes those people happy. Whatever it is in your mind that you're saying, I gotta do this. Like my bucket list item, top of the bucket list, before I leave this earth, I want to go to Italy. That is my dream. That is my desire. And I know someday it'll happen. I don't know when. It's very expensive to go to Italy. I was adopted and my mom is from there. Her mom and dad were from there. It was very close to my mom and my grandparents. My dad was from England. I would love to go to England too. However, Italy was just, that's the major culture I was raised in. So I would love to go there someday. I will go there someday. I don't know when, but that's my personal bucket list item. And I will make it happen. If it takes me 5 years to save for it, I will have that goal to eventually get there. Number 6 on my list, we already kind of talked about this. Don't let the negative win. Like I had mentioned, it's so easy to let bad feelings and bad mojo enter the room. It really is. And it's super easy to just, you know what, say, I don't care. And then you start getting into talking about other people and, you know, gossiping about people around you. Don't do that. Because you know what? It's just not worth it. Let the negative go. Let it out of your life. And I guarantee, I do. I'm not anyone, I'm no expert on nothing, really. Just eating snacks. I love to eat snacks. I'm an expert on eating snacks. But if you let the negative pieces of your life go, I can pretty much assure you it'll be good. It'll be a good day. Number 7 on the list, embrace who you are and what you have. No matter what stage you're at in your life, no matter where you're living or how you're living, if this is what makes you happy and this is your life, embrace it. Make it happy for you. Make it the best you can make it. Make your surroundings, whatever they may be, the best that, you know, would work for you. Because there's no sense of, you know, oh, I wish I had this or I wish I lived here. Because really, if that's what you wish to do, then just do it or work towards doing it. But in the meantime, embrace what you have and embrace who you are as a person. If there's something you don't like about yourself, change it. You know, there were lots of things that I don't like about myself years ago. Lots and lots of things. And I'll never forget when I was in a bad space long time ago, I finally said to myself, you need to stop this. And I forget what book I was reading. I really do. I was a teenager, but it did say and talk about positivity. And I know we keep going back to that, but it's so true. And is it cliche? I don't think so. I really don't. This is a real thing. And my father passed away when I was only 19. I know that there are many of you who have probably lost parents when you were much younger than that, but to me it was a pivotal point in my life because he didn't get to see me get married, he didn't get to see my children be born and grow up. My mom luckily did, but my dad did not. I was in a really tremendously bad place at that point. I changed it, me, no one else. I, wasn't going to therapy. I was not in a support group or anything like that. I did that on my own because I didn't want to be that negative person anymore. I didn't like it. I didn't like who I was becoming, and I changed it because I knew if I changed it, my life would change. And it did, because you know what? Not too long after I changed, I met my husband. And we've been together 35 plus years. It works, guys. It is a mindset. And what brings me back to the mindset is that we just did a video for our friend Ken Lyons, the karate video. You got to go and watch Bob McLaughlin doing karate at 84 years old. And I'm actually going to post his portion of the video on this channel because it's so inspirational. And both him and Ken said it's a mindset. Karate is a mindset. And it's true. I think everything in life is a mindset. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And that applies to absolutely everything in your surrounding. It's great stuff. It really is. Number 8, stay healthy. Like I said, you can go out for a walk if you're able to do so. Even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, do it. And then maybe the following week you could do 10 to 20 minutes. Or even if you can just go and sit outside and breathe in the fresh air, it clears your mind. And eating healthy is so important. I love me some processed foods, kids. I love me some chips, but I give myself a little bit of time every other week or so where I can have that indulging moment and kind of not eat what I want all day, but if I want a piece of cheesecake, I'm gonna eat a piece of cheesecake. And am I gonna stress about it? No, because I wanted that piece of cheesecake. If I want some ice cream, I'm gonna eat the ice cream. Life's too short. Am I going to eat the entire gallon of ice cream or half gallon? No. Could I? Sure, I absolutely could. Could I eat an entire bag of chips? You betcha. You betcha. And I used to. I did. I used to eat an entire bag of chips. I used to eat an entire pound of bacon at 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to drink an entire bottle of pop. I did. I did all the bad things. I did. But I don't anymore. But I don't stop myself when I want something. Number 9, adapt to change. And I think that's something in our age group and range is sometimes difficult for people. And I get it. Adapting to change. Our entire world is changing every single second. And if you don't adapt to what is changing in the world, you've heard this before, you will get left behind. We will get left behind if we don't adapt. Bitcoin, who the heck knows about Bitcoin? Digital money, it's gonna be a thing. Is it a fad? I don't think so. Everything, because you know why? I don't think it's going to be a fad because it will be trackable. And we won't go down that road. However, you know where I'm going with that. Everyone will know what everyone has because it's all right there. So I think we all need to get on that train of figuring out what is going to be the new things that are going to encompass our lives and disrupt everything. And I do think that's one of them. And there's a lot to learn with digital currency. There's words that cold storage, a wallet, a digital wallet. There's so much stuff, right? There's only 2 things I came up with there. There's a lot. We all have to embrace change, and that's a big part of our world, right? And number 10, last but not least, stay grateful. I will say, I thank God every single day for what I have, who I am, and who is around me in my life. Really. My husband, my brother, my 3 children, my friends, my cat, my dog. I am so grateful. Every single day, I thank the dear Lord for what is in my life, who is in my life, and the health that I have. I'm grateful. I really think it's important to say thank you for everything I have today. Thank you for letting me wake up today. Thank you for giving me life today. Thank you for the beautiful and thoughtful partner I have in my life. Thank you for the children who love me for who I am. Thank you for my dog and my cat who look up at me and appreciate every time I give them a bowl of food or a snack. Today my brother took my husband and I out for my birthday, gave me a beautiful card, and we had the gift of time. So important, and such a gift that we all have right now is time. So I'm grateful for the time that I have. I'm grateful for everything, every single little thing. I'm grateful for the plants my husband got for my birthday today. I'm grateful for the tree he got me the other day for my birthday. I'm grateful my husband is here with me today. I am grateful for all of it and then some. I'm even grateful for the daylilies that have not been eaten by my deer yet. I know, and they're not my deer, they're nature's deer, but they're eating everything already because they're hungry and it's not right. But anyway, I'm still grateful that I have something coming out of the ground that has not been eaten yet in some little sections. I'm grateful for that. And that's what I got. So thank you for being here. I'm grateful for you. I really am. I'm grateful for whoever's watching this and maybe you get one thing out of it. I'm grateful for that. So guys, thank you for being here. If you'd like, check out my other channel at Kiki Classic Rock and also give our radio station right there, Kiki.fm, a listen, completely free in the App Store. And if you haven't subscribed here yet, please go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, helps out a lot, helps me to grow this channel and to just keep giving more content. And like I said, hopefully you like it. This is kind of new for me here. Yeah, that's what I got. Guys, thank you. I love you, love you, love you. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys. Have a great night, great day, and great everything.